In our quest, in our first episode to look at the African strength, we start with Kenya, my homeland, see the great potential that Kenya has. And it's beautiful because Kenya is the biggest in terms of economy in the East African. It is good in tourism. It has very good populations of youth that are quite educated. We have a lot of resources in terms of human capital, and in terms of technology we have really amassed a lot. One, we have the legendary M-Pesa, and the AI uptake is also coming quite fast. We are ranked number 5 in Africa, and the first that we have a port that supports the East Africa, that is the other landlocked country in East Africa. And also we host several international offices that makes Kenya one of the greatest potential to do business in. So first I would want us to look at the Port of Mombasa. Port of Mombasa is a unique port because it serves countries that are landlocked, Rwanda, it serves Uganda and other countries on the border. It serves also Tanzania in a way, and because of the high facilities and in terms of upgrade of the port that has been done. This shows that the great infrastructure that have been done and the road network from the port to the neighboring countries. First, and in terms of the GDP, we look at the strongest GDP in East Africa because it contributes to more than 40% of the GDP in East Africa. This makes it a strength in terms of the way of doing business. One, we have corporate firms that are really coming up in terms of supporting the business. Second, we look at the tourism sector. Kenya hosts the source of River Nile. We have a lot of tourist attraction, Mombasa being the best beach, which Diani was made 5 years ago. It was named the best beach in Africa. So there's a lot of tourist attraction because of the sun, and also the security has made Kenya a lucrative tourist sector. Kenya hosts several national reserves, and the big five is found in Kenya. And so this means that if you are a tourist coming for business or for pleasure, that means that you have a lot to view for Kenya and a lot to proud for Kenya. The other most important things is the way of doing business because of the policy allowed the technology. One, Kenya boasts of the legendary big M-Pesa, worldwide M-Pesa, that is money transfer and money lending through M-Pesa. So why Kenya is good in terms of corporate business, or even business like Microsoft has an office here? It's because of the human capital. Most of the youths, or huge percentage of the youth, are educated in Kenya because there's a very good and elaborate education system. And so most of the youths have been able to uptake IT solutions, banking, finance, and all that. So anybody coming to Kenya to invest in Kenya means that in terms of human capital, there is a lot, and it is an educated human capital for that. So all professionals are here. And so that means the diversification of any industry that you would want to venture in. The country is divided in 47 counties, and every county has its own strengths from one end to the other. And the counties are run by governors, and every county has a independence in terms of their own policy and running the agenda in terms of development. So we have different counties that are even supporting EPZ, that is growth because of the agenda that Kenya has. So there is a lot of populations now, or establishment going outside Nairobi, which now Machakos County, Nairobi County, and Kajiado County. So that means the country is growing and there is more space to expand in terms of the regional development. Kenya boasts of the best road network in East Africa because of the agendas of industrialization and making sure the outreach in terms of economy. So the previous through 3 regimes have really concentrated on development in terms of radio network because of industrialization, and also farming because of the farming inputs. Yes, Kenya deals with the small scale farming, but this is the strength. They have actually really mastered the strength of the small scale farming. So those small scale farming, the output because of the technology use, one from drip irrigation, from use of inputs that are quite advanced, and also the way of doing business, because sectors which have been started in Kenya, which are dealing with agriculture, have come in the same in terms of very good product, in terms of also very good agronomy support and advice. The financial sector, which is supporting agriculture in a big way, because uh, we actually have seen financial sectors in the past really getting shy of supporting the agriculture in terms of the economy, but they have realized that agriculture is the backbone of the economy. So most of the financial institutions are spending more than 30% of the yearly budget to support or loaning credit facility to support agricultural sector. So Kenya is a good country, is a peaceful country, and it's actually a country that can help you and come and invest in East Africa, because it's the gateway to East Africa. It also complements the other countries, which is Uganda, Tanzania. We border also Sudan, we border Somalia, we have Ethiopia here. So it actually complements that, because we have a lot of population from East Africa. We have people in the whole of East Africa who have come to stay and invest in Kenya. We actually have a policy that is very attractive. The fact that the new constitution that was established in 2010 has actually really helped to build policies around development that are helping the country grow. All the same, Kenya alone cannot do alone and cannot be able to thrive alone. That is where it has formed a lot of partnership with other countries in Africa. And the African Development Mark, which has come very strongly, is also have partnered, starting several projects in terms of partnership, because Kenya has also agreed and is also supporting the move that we have to innovate our own way. We have to develop our own institutions, and African Development Bank is one of the institution that Kenya has really tried to partner with, among us other countries, to make sure that we have our own solutions on board. That's the great or a recap of what Kenya capabilities are. We continue looking at other countries in Africa and also African on board. And thank you so much and welcome. Goodbye.